What is happening, boys and girls of the card collecting hobby? We're back here with another unboxing. We have a 1992 card collector's box here. It features cards from 1964 to 1974. So most of the good cars from those years are between 67 and 69, but it looks like they went all the way up to 74. I can't think of a good car from 74. So this is actually take two on this unboxing. I just opened a bunch of packs and thought I was recording and I didn't hit the record button. So I'll go through here and show you what came out of this box. This is a Dodge Charger, Ford Cobra, Firebird, Plymouth Satellite, Superbird, Duster, an AMC Hornet, another Ford, Corvette, and an AMC Javelin. If you're not into cars, but you're into collecting, cars is a really interesting it's a really interesting market for the collecting market. There are certain years that are just way more valuable and way more expensive to the collector. So it's really that 69 year. The grill is really what it's all about for these cars. Some grills are just like this one right here, this 69 Charger. Now some people like the 68, some people like the 69. I like the 70 when it comes to the Chargers. But when it comes to the Cudas, it's obviously 70. I think it's okay going up to 74. The government came in 72 and really changed things with the grills and the bumpers. It just changed the look of the cars. You know, with Mustangs, it didn't really change too much from the beginning. That car started in 64 and then up to 69 it didn't really change. And then in 70 and beyond it changed quite a bit. And I can't think of a Mustang I like, you know, after 69. 70 is okay. But then there's car companies that were okay, like AMC, and they're just not around anymore. But they went out of business and they're not around anymore. So that kind of makes sense that their car wouldn't be, you know, super collectible. Like Indian Motorcycle. I know like Jay Leno was super into collecting Indian motorcycles, and all everybody ever talks about it is his cars. Well, why don't they talk about his Indian motorcycles? Well, maybe because they weren't popular then and they're not popular now. Now, some people look at them and go, man, that looks cool though. I'll take one. And yeah, I'll take an Indian motorcycle for sure. And it is rare and they are cool looking. But, you know, Harleys are all the rave. So that's just kind of how it works. There's an AMC Javelin. Here's an AMC AMX. And I think those are great looking muscle cars. Here's another AMC. Here's a Mercury. You know, Pontiac made some awesome cars. Pontiac made the GTO. They made the Firebird. They made the Trans Am. They made actually my first car ever was a 1972 Pontiac Ventura 2, which kind of came out of the Le Mans Pro platform, I think. And my grandfather had it, and then after he passed, I had it shipped over to me, and I got the transmission fixed. But everybody in my family wanted to just junk it. They wanted me to get rid of it. And then my parents ended up selling it on me because I left it in their garage too long, and I never drove it. Because I grew up where there was salt on the roads and out in Buffalo, and I went to school out on the West Coast, and I just didn't need a car. Just couldn't afford to have a car. There's a Super B. That's pretty cool. Here's an Oldsmobile Charger. Yes, if you don't have a lot of money, there's a Camaro. You know, going after some of the cheaper cars, like a Firebird, you can get them way cheaper, and you can put big engines in them. Your Cudas and your Chargers and some of the Mustangs are super expensive. And you're getting a car that looks kind of the same. But for some people, they want that. They want the GTO, or they want the Cuda, or they want the Charger or the Mustang. Those seem to be the most popular. But as someone that's not into cars, here's the last couple here, but appreciates them and likes them, you kind of like them all. And it takes a minute to, after looking at them for a while, to go, oh, I can see kind of what they're looking at. Like this 72 Mustang, it's just not as good looking as that 67 Camaro. But, the Ford people will, and, not as good looking as this 67 Mustang GT. And, if you can't afford to have a garage full of cars like Jay Leno, then you can have a box full of car cards, and that's what this is all about. So, our last one here is a Plymouth Satellite. So yeah, that concludes the car cards. Pretty cool. Pretty happy with some of those. Glad I got a Chevelle and a Charger and Mustang and a GTO. The only one I didn't get is like a 71 Cuda. I think I got one Cuda, but I'm not sure which year it was. I gotta go check that out again. But yeah, those were the ones I was looking for. So happy with that. It was a nice little fun box. We'll see you on the next one. I got a bunch of unboxings coming up. I got some Batman cards coming up. No idea what to expect there. And I got some basketball and some football. So yeah, definitely like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.